Good morning. This is Lisa with A Widow's Treasure, and I am excited to talk to you this morning. I've just been thinking and praying and pondering what I should share with you because I want it to not be a waste of anybody's time and to make an impact for the kingdom and for your life right now and needing help in your next steps as widows. So anyway, I did come across something that I feel like the Lord would have me to share, and I'm excited to share it. But first, let me share with you my little kitchen window, and it's decorated for fall. I've got a little copper watering can here and a couple of homes with their little copper roofs, which is pretty cute. Then I have my grandmother's glasses. I don't have any more information than that, except that they were my grandmother's. And I wish I did now because I'm not able to get it. But there we go. I've had them for years, and I just pull them out every fall. Then over here is a copper kettle, which is darling, and then a couple of pilgrim women, and they both do their little ding-a-ling ring. And the larger one was from my mother. She had it for years, and then when she was packing up, thinning out, getting rid of, giving away things from her Indiana house after being 40 years there, she asked if I wanted that, and I'm like, sure. So there we go. And then I had, of course, the matching one for years. So that's sweet and precious. Then this is my daughter's that I'm enjoying here. And don't you love my little kitchen window? All this ivy, I have to that poor tree, I have to help control it. I love the ivy here. I sort of keep it under control with my whip. Not really, but I keep it controlled. But it's so gorgeous year round. And my neighbor has the cutest little things too. But this tree, I have yet to... Well, and actually I see poison ivy too, so that's not cool. That poor little tree is just really struggling. So I've always heard ivy is so invasive, it's not good for trees, and it's not good for homes. For the homes, it'll get into the not the cement, but that plaster stuff in the home. Okay, well, anyway, in the bricks and all. So there's your lesson on that. So anyway, here's my... Oh, I know what I was going to share with you too. When I first moved here, all the windows were blinded and shut and filthy. And so what I did the first week was to actually take down the blinds, throw them away, clean the windows, get some light in here. So the house is a solid house, but it was filthy. So I'm just thrilled to be getting it cleaner and cleaner every day. All right, so let me tell you what I'm talking about today. So, have you ever heard of Geroge Mueller? All right, he lived in the 1800s, and he was an incredible man. I've got his autobiography and his biography. He lived in England. Powerful story, but the gist of him is... or the gist of his life was, because of all the homeless kids and orphans around the city of London, he and his wife actually started an orphanage. And the interesting part, what he's known for, is he would not tell people of his needs and then get their money. He would go to God with his needs, and then God would move people to send him money. Isn't that interesting? And through the years, he ended up having, and they still exist today, I want to say 3, 4, maybe 5 orphanages. And so, powerful story. Powerful story. He was a prayer warrior. And God, you can see documentaries of him on YouTube and stuff. I mean, God sent millions of dollars through his orphanages, not asked by him, but prayed through and received. Every year he would have business meetings, but it was on purpose to show the sufficiency of God. Is that so cool? So he didn't get together to say, this is what we're going to need. He got together and said, this last year we needed da-da-da-da, and God provided da-da-da-da. So I think that is amazing. So he has been one of my heroes, as I now especially am a widow, going to him for prayer, going to the Lord for prayer, waiting on the Lord with peace, knowing that God will take care of me. Especially because he loves the widows and he loves the orphans. So there you go. That's biblical. So the saying that he wrote, he has many quotes and sayings, but the saying I'm going to look at today, and I printed it out, so it's sort of like, whoa, it's pretty cool, is this. Here he is. Here's a picture of him. And it says, and I love this. This is so good, girls. Be assured, if you walk with him and look to him and expect help from him, he will never fail you. Never. These are absolute statements, and that's what I love. I love these. I have several of these kind from different missionaries, Geroge Mueller, others, Elizabeth Elliot and stuff. These same things. So be assured. That's an absolute statement. I just love this so much. Be assured, ladies. If you walk with him to the best of your ability and look to him to the best of your ability and expect help from him to the best of your ability, he will never fail you. Wow. Isn't that cool? Now I'm going to share, I'm trying to think. There's different stories. One story, I think it's very popular, and you may have heard of it. If not, I'll share it now. He and his orphanage, one of his orphanages, well, I don't remember how many they had, but they were out of milk. They didn't have enough milk. And here he had babies. He had children. They were all ages up to 18. And then he would train them, or his staff would train them so they were then able to support themselves when they left the orphanage. But here he has babies. They need milk. That's part of their very simple but nourishing breakfast and lunch and dinner. They need milk. Well, he was praying. They would always sit down before their meals, whether there was food or not, and thank the Lord for providing them for that meal. And wouldn't you know, what a coincidence, the moment they got done praying, there was a knock on the door, and there was a milkman out at the door saying, now remember, this is the 1800s, my milk cart, with a horse, just broke down, and the ice block, to keep the milk cold, is going to melt, and this milk is going to go bad. I won't be able to repair the milk cart until before the milk, without the milk going bad. Okay, so all said and done, he took the milk. They had plenty of milk for the next, I don't know how long, but God had supplied. And actually, why wouldn't God supply? And that always, what's the word? What is the word? I want to feel ashamed, but I don't want to be ashamed. But it challenges me to believe God. Lord, I believe. Help my unbelief. Lord, I believe. Help my unbelief. Be assured, ladies, if you walk with him and look to him and expect help from him, God Almighty will never fail you. Blessings, friends. Hang in there. The Lord is faithful.